Hey everyone. So I wanted to take a look at just some Topps Chrome pricing. I know there's been other videos out, but and it's shown that a lot of other kind of creators have shown the declines that have occurred. But I still want to just point out the just how much is already baked into the prices of these cards. So we can start with Ashton Jeanty. Let's see where this card's here. So I have his rookie green, sale of 175 last week. Now, the important thing to remember with the 2025 rookie class is they also have Prism rookies. So, anything that's serial numbered, well, first of all, something serial numbered to 99 is really a scarcity of, six, 700 ish, I believe, based on the checklist. So it's not a particularly scarce card within the Chrome set. And then keep in mind there's all of the Prism, select and other cards for this class. So it's uh, less scarce on two levels. And you can kind of compare that to, all-time great players. So Adrian Peterson in 2007 Topps Chrome has his rookie card. As far as serial numbered cards, you had the red to 139 and white to 869. In raw condition, it's, anywhere from 2 to 250. PSA 9 even, goes up to about 320. And again, Ashton Jeanty is already at about 175. So, he has to have a career like Adrian Peterson. So in 20 years, his card price would be the exact same. If he outperforms Adrian Peterson, maybe it's a good buy, but that's just how much is already baked in to these pricing. And again, Adrian Peterson only had Topps Chrome. There was no Prism in 2007. You can look at other players. We'll jump to some quarterbacks here, veteran quarterbacks, ignoring even the rookies. You can take a Justin Herbert, for example. Multiple sales of his gold refractor around 3 to 325. Even $80 on a purple football leather refractor. You can jump to a Drew Brees. His 2007 Topps Chrome. Again, this is the most scarce parallel, serial number parallel in that set. In PSA 9 condition, sold for 135. So, Justin Herbert, serial number to 75. This is actually, again, basically out of several hundred, and it's already at $80. So Justin Herbert has a long way to go, in my opinion, to be on Drew Brees' level, and he could. I mean, he could certainly win a Super Bowl or two, and the story on Herbert will change. But again, you're already baking in so much to that pricing. You can go look at 2006 Topps Chrome. The red refractors, are the equivalent of about out of, let's say, 500, based on the other parallels in the set. Peyton Manning, $85. Again, this is the equivalent. I mean, and it's just a shocking where some of this pricing is coming in at. Again, Joe Burrow is a similar story. Great player, very talented. Is he a Peyton Manning or a Drew Brees? He could, I would say, maybe get to a Drew Brees level with a Super Bowl or two. I think he's kind of comparable right now. He's, beloved by Cincinnati, but hasn't gotten that championship yet. And, again, his pricing is just baking in so much future success. We can look at some of the receivers in here. Again, a Colston Loveland, he's a rookie. Same case as Jeanty. He has Prism rookies as well. So if you look at some of these cards, a green refractor, went for 180. The green wave, 43. If we jump to Calvin Johnson, he's kind of similar to Adrian Peterson in that it's about, a $200 raw card in his white refractor. So if you're a receiver and you have the career of Calvin Johnson, your 869, which is, these types of cards are in that level of scarcity. That's the best you can hope for, is about $200. 20 years from now, it'll be worth 200. And, just, nothing crazy here. Isaac Tesla, same thing. I mean, his prices aren't as crazy. But again, some of these, color match, okay, great, but do you really want to be paying $70 for that? Just a quick video. It's nothing groundbreaking, but just wanted to run through some of the comparisons to, all-time great players who have proven themselves, and just kind of a warning and just something to keep in mind. Prism exists, Chrome exists. Just be careful out there.